For jumping on. I want to just take about 10 minutes of your time this morning, and I wanted to share some principles that I believe, if applied to your life, will completely impact and change the trajectory of your 2019. So if you're ready, let's do a jump start. Let's jump start into 2019. I'm going to take about 10 minutes. I'm going to share about 4 principles with you that when applied, I guarantee are going to change your life, help you discover your purpose, and release your potential, all within the first 31 days of 2019. And when I'm done, I'm going to invite you to join a bunch of us in taking the 31-day challenge. And I'm so convinced that these 4 principles that we're going to talk about are true that I guarantee you that they're going to change your life. If not, I'm going to give you your 10 minutes back free of charge. So I will give you 10 free minutes of your life if these things that we talk about today don't change your life. So let's jump in. I'm going to go through these things quickly. If you've got some comments, I'd love to see them posted. Please feel free to share this with your friends and invite them into the journey with you. But the first one, here's the thing. I believe this. My friend Doug Stringer says this all the time, and you're going to hear me say it several times during this message with you today. We're committed to the things we confess. You are what you say you are. Your self-talk matters. So the first point is this: change your stinking thinking. So in 2019, we've got to change our stinking thinking. Our self-talk matters. And I'm going to invite you to take a 31-day word challenge starting January 1st. So here's the thing. The first thing, when you wake up, take a Post-it note and write down on that Post-it note 2 things that I want you to write down. One is I am, and complete it. And the other one is I will. These are active statements of positive decisions and choices you're going to make. In other words, I am joyful. I am kind. I am productive. And then I want you to say, I will. What is one thing you will do? I will have a positive attitude today. So write down on the Post-it note, I am and I will, and post it on a mirror in your bathroom, somewhere that you're going to see it every day. Here's the thing. I want you to have 31 of these at the end of this month of different statements every morning as you start your day with an I am or an I will statement. Each day, write a new post for the first 31 days of January, and I guarantee you're going to change that stinking thinking because you are what you confess you are. And the words that come out of our mouth are important. So the first one is change your stinking thinking. All right? The second one is start each day with gratitude. I got a book for Christmas that my wife gave me, and she gave several of us in the family, and it was the gratitude book. And it just basically is a journal that every day you write 3 things that you're grateful for. Here's another thing that I believe and I've found true in my life. Gratitude impacts our attitude. Attitude impacts our altitude. Think of 3 things you're grateful for, write it, and speak it out. You can use that same Post-it note. You can put it in another location if you want. But I want you to write this statement. I am grateful for. It may be a person. It may be a job. It may be a friend. It may be a relationship. I'm not sure what it is, but you need to come up with something that you're grateful for, because here's the thing. When we become grateful for others, grateful for the things in our lives, it's hard to sit in a place of self-pity. Again, you're committed to the things that you confess. So take the 31-day gratitude challenge and every day write out something that you're grateful for. If it's for a person, take time that day to send them a note and say, hey, just thinking about you, want to tell you that I'm grateful for you in my life. It's impossible, like I said, to have a pity party with those you choose to be grateful for and those things that you choose to be grateful for. They're blessings in your life. So that's the second one. So the first one is change your stinking thinking. Second, start each day with gratitude. The third thing I want to give you a challenge to is take an attitude check daily. When I was in youth ministry, we would go on retreats and camps. And I remember before we'd get started, we would yell out, attitude check. And all the youth in the group would return and reply, praise the Lord. And it helps when we check our attitude to start our day. When you have an attitude of gratitude, right, you move from the pit to the penthouse. Visibility from the pit is pitiful, okay? Visibility from the penthouse is all about possibilities, potential, and purpose. So I want to also challenge you to take the 31-day attitude challenge. Check your attitude every morning and declare the attitude that you are choosing for that day. Now, here's the thing. You may not feel like that attitude when you declare it, but I promise you, if you begin to speak it out loud, it will begin to change how you feel and how you think. It may not feel true when you say it, but remember, again, you're committed to the things that you confess. If you find yourself during the day starting to stare at the dirt, right? Your head gets down, you feel like you're sliding into a pit, get on the elevator to the penthouse. Take an attitude check. Go back and review in your mind the I am and the I will statements that you started the day with and repeat those again to yourself. All right, so first one, change your stinking thinking. Second, start each day with gratitude. Third, take an attitude check. And the last one, finally, here it is, put Eeyore out to pasture. The new Winnie the Pooh movie came out, and I remember, had all the Winnie the Pooh books growing up, and I remember watching Winnie the Pooh all the time. Remember Eeyore? Eeyore is Winnie the Pooh's gloomy donkey friend, right, who always walks around with his head hanging down, and he always would say, oh, bother. He had this pessimistic kind of negative view of life. He is excellent. He was very good. He was a professional at pessimism. Now, you know you're suffering from Eeyore sickness when you find yourself saying these words, yeah, but. Here's the reality. The more you find yourself saying but after you make a statement, the more you are justifying why you're doing what you're doing. But is the beginning of justifying mediocrity and settling for less than your potential. So I want to invite you this next year to take the 31-day no but challenge. For 31 days, practice leaving your butts behind. Sorry, I cracked myself up. Practice leaving your butts behind. And if you do, you're going to change your attitude. You're going to change your stinking thinking. You're going to grow in the view of yourself. You are going to stop settling for pity parties and settling for less than all that God has created you for. So there you have it. Let me review. Start the year by investing in yourself. Take a 31-day challenge through January, starting January 1. Daily post a new I am or I will statement. Complete the statement I am grateful for, and then declare the attitude you want to have and leave the buts behind. I promise you will not be the same when you're done. When we're intentional about changing our stinking thinking, starting the day with gratitude, choosing our attitude, if we don't choose our attitude, someone else is going to. And when we put Eeyore out to pasture and trade in our pessimism for purpose, we release our potential. So here's the thing. I'd love to help you this year. This is what I do. I'd love to help you, your team, your organization, or your business discover their purpose and release their potential in 2019. And you can learn more about how I do that at ricktorrison.com or message me through here or email me at rick@ricktorrison.com. So that's really it. 4 things that if you institute this year and take the 31-day challenge, do these things for 31 days, I promise you, I guarantee you that your life will not be the same. You will tap into your purpose and you will release your potential. It's a great foundation for this next year. So until next year, I'm believing that your best is yet to come. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the new year.